So step 1, you want to go to emporia.edu/library. Ka-ching ka-chow. Go to Discovery Search Catalog. Oh gosh. And it should bring you to this wonderful screen right here. Now, you want to plan out your research first. Now, that's a whole nother topic. So right now, we're just going to start with something very broad like PTSD, if I can spell it right. And then we're going to click search. And this will bring up a bunch of different articles. You got a million results right here. I don't think you want to look through a million different articles over PTSD. Plus, you want it to be academic for a, that didn't do anything. You want it to be academic for a variety of reasons. So we're going to click peer reviewed over here, and it's going to narrow our results down by a lot. Now we're only at 380. We're at 380,000 results, articles that you can read through. We also probably want a very recent study on it, so we're gonna narrow it down to 2014. We'll get a decade in for us, and that got us down to 246,000, which is a lot better. Another thing we can do, and you probably want to do this, is you want to limit it to English so that you can read the thing. But PTSD is still a very broad topic, so we want to add more I guess limiters. We want to add more to our subject, like specification of what we're going to be researching. So let's look up PTSD and causes. And now we're down to 57,000 results. So this "and" right here, it looks up thing for PTSD and symptoms, or not symptoms, causes of it. You know, causes of specifically PTSD. But if we were to click "or" and hit search, now look what happens to our results. 6 million, because this is PTSD or causes, so it could be like causes of anything. Emphasis right here: perceived causes of change in Nigerian adolescent sexual risk behavior. That's not what we want. So we want to click "and" for our purposes right now. Another thing we can do to limit our researches is we can click abstract on both of these, and that'll give us an even heftier specification of what we want. Now we're at 890. Now, if we want to even narrow our results down, we can look up more. PTSD causes and treatment, maybe. So let's type that in, hit enter. Now we're at 508 results. As of right now, I just kind of want to get down even more narrow. 284. We can look up even more. You click this button, this plus button, you can add even more things. Even more, things. And this will help you narrow it down a lot. So if you're looking for something very specific, like PTSD, causes, treatment, and maybe symptoms, you know. Now we're at 209, and this can go on and on and on and on with your searches, you know. And if this isn't even good enough for you, you can even get it to a more recent date. Let's go 2020 to get an even better result. You got 86 to look through now. I think that's pretty good, but you know, it could be a lot better. So let's do Vietnam. So we'll look up the Vietnam War. Now we got 1. Racial discrepancies in clinical outcomes for Veterans Affairs residential PTSD treatment between black and white veterans. So like kind of. Sometimes you may need to, take away some things. Like let's get rid of symptoms and let's do Vietnam. Now we got nothing. So it could also like hurt you. Let's get rid of this. Let's click search. Ta-da! Risk of dementia and post-traumatic stress disorder. Now this pops up because we got rid of treatment. But let's say we just wanted treatment. Now we're back to 20,000. So obviously you can get more based on if you change your results and whatnot. But it's good to know how these things work. Now if we were to click not on treatment, it would look up PTSD in Vietnam and PTSD in the Vietnam War, but not treatment for that. And it can narrow it down, but it can also broaden it. Like what if we click and here and not here? And ta-da! Now we're way back up here. So yeah, that's kind of how you use the database in a very footnotes way of doing it.